I did see your question, Matt S. But I want to get to Bro Him, and that caught my attention because he's got the Gator Golf logo. Nick, do you think we grab another kicker or punter out of the portal? Is Jeremy Crawshaw coming back? Is the Boomin' Onion sticking around?
The Boomin' Onion.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Crawshaw's back. Oh, good. See, I just hit me back. He's going to be good. Yeah, Crawshaw's coming back. I don't know. I was joking with him. I was like, hey, man, you can transfer to Iowa. And he's like, nobody wants to punt 80 times. I'm like, me, I want to see it. That's electric. Electric.
Oh, you got googly eyed over there. You got lucky eye.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? That's a look that it's not just a shtick. It actually there's a feeling inside.
Passion behind that.
Ooh, got goosebumps. 80 punts. That's fantastic. Yeah, Crawshaw's back. He's got another year. Shout out to him. He graduated. That's pretty dope. Yeah, Florida's good next year. They got the one punt.
They got Bobby Engstler. I'm not sure if that's who you're going to say. He's the number 3 punter, number 11 kicker by Coles.
Yeah, and I'll have to see. Does Florida plan on using him as just a punter and kicker? But we'll see. We'll see when he gets on campus.
Yeah, and then the Gators still have Trey Smack kicking, and hopefully he gets his mojo back after an unfortunate end of the season for him. So I don't see much in the kicker-punter world yet coming, but I appreciate you, Bro Him. Matt S., thoughts on Xavier Filsaime, Florida or Texas? Nick, everybody that's a member of On3 knows what you
everybody at On3 knows.
Dan decommitted. Dan hit the portal mid-show.
Yeah, he's out of here. You got NIL that came through bigger than what we can offer. Oh, what's up, man?
I'm back. So sorry. So Xavier Filsaime, Florida or Texas?
Thank you, Trot.
Filsaime.
Yeah. I put in a flip to Texas. Keith Niebuhr, Corey Bender put in flips to Texas. A couple of the Texas writers put in flips to Texas. I think anyone on our site definitely is not expecting to have Filsaime in the class. I think that ship has sailed, but who knows? Anything can happen in recruiting.
Yeah. Business decisions made. Copyright said that here in the comments. I mean, it's an opportunity. Texas is playing for a spot in the national
copyright with a K. That's fun.
Yeah,
that's
copyright with a K.
With so much pun in it.
Xavier Filsaime, we will find out on early National Signing Day, but all things trend to him not being a part of this class.
How true is it that his high school coach is getting a job at Texas? I know his high school coach is lying. Not at all?
Not at all. Literally no basis in reality.
That's why I love Twitter, man. Just like facts that aren't facts. But yeah, you just never know what's going on in recruiting. It does look like the buzz and the trend is Texas. And also, you just don't know what's going on in our recruiting. I think they're doing a good job of just keeping us out of the know. I don't think Billy is letting shit leak out right now. We're finding out last minute with a whole lot of stuff. Like last night, we just didn't know what the hell was going on. Like, I thought that kid was going to Washington. He went to Washington, said he was going to make an announcement. The Triquez kid, and even Slackman. I didn't think we had a shot at that until yesterday, and it started, the buzz picked back up. So I don't know. It does look like Texas right now, as well as Amaris Williams. It looks like he's trending toward Auburn right now. But we'll see how it all plays out. He's been tweeting WDE all weekend, which is War Game Eagle. So we'll see what's up with it on signing.
I thought it was weak side defensive end.
Yeah, that's what it is. Makes
a lot more sense. I thought he was going to
put the bird up there. If a bird,
bird, just hawking. Right? He's going to be a ball.
NIL. That's it. He's putting his brand out there.
I need Auburn, right? And CI is about to hop in. I need Auburn to pick a mascot. You can't have an eagle and a tiger. First off, neither very original. Second, you can't have both.
We get a backup,
right? So pick one or the other. You know what I mean? It's like having the Florida Gators and like a dolphin.
That one year with Zook, Florida had the backup mascot with the crocodile. on
Yeah,
the media
yeah. Well, that's back when we didn't have Photoshop. We were just picking things up, putting them on Microsoft Paint and everything else. So now,
And Florida
shout
Crocodiles
out
don't
to
hit.
our staff, right? They know the difference. Some early signing day
Do we have to?
shenanigans, which is on Wednesday. Say what?
Do we have to?
We don't have to.
signing day.
So
we gotta stop calling it early signing day? Like the other one's like late.
Yeah, the other one's just like
this is signing day.
Extra credit.
Yeah, this is the big one. So most of the Gators commits are going to sign on Wednesday, which is December the 20th. So this is what we've got so far. DJ Lagway was on campus this weekend. Everything looks to be locked and loaded with DJ. Obviously, Texas A&M, Clemson, a few other schools have gone after him, tried to reach out, tried to schedule some visits, but he was in Gainesville. Said a lot of just very positive things about Billy Napier, said he couldn't imagine playing for any other coach. So DJ Lagway does look like he will be in. And I know one of his wide receivers, who was his top wide receiver, is a preferred walk-on to the University of Florida as well. LJ McCray, Auburn, Florida State, hanging around. But does look like the Gators will hold on to him from Daytona Beach, from Mainland High School. Isaiah Williams, the wide receiver, did visit Texas A&M this weekend. The Gators still seem positive about him. I'm not looking at the screen, so if you're laughing at me, just keep going. So those are some top ones. And then Gregory Smith, the safety, is going to announce on Wednesday, and the Gators sit in a good spot with him. He's the 4-star safety out of Riverview, which is right outside of Tampa, here in the 813. So any thoughts on those comments?
I'm getting
is the wide receiver.
I think obviously the three highest rated guys are DJ Lagway, LJ McCray, and then Xavier Filsaime. We talked about Xavier Filsaime. Think that ship has sailed, but holding on to DJ, that's your franchise. That's the future of the program. That's a guy who I continue saying I think you can win championships with. I don't know if it's bad luck to do it, but DJ was doing his photo shoot, holding the Heisman yesterday in Gainesville. Put those pictures out. And then LJ McCray, again, can't say it enough. These are the kind of commitments you need to be winning, the kind of battles you need to be winning against Georgia and against Alabama. This is a dude that can play right away. Mm-hmm. I'm not the one to hype. I'm hyping these two guys up right now. I'm not the one to hype recruits. Or anything. Not the one to hype anything, right? These are two huge commitments. And then I think Florida, obviously, you're going to lose some guys on Wednesday. And I think for the most part, the guys that you might lose Wednesday, the fans that are really tapped into recruiting won't be surprised, but there will be social media backlash if in Darius Hayes goes to Miami, when Xavier Filsaime flips. There will be outrage. I think if you're more tapped in, you kind of know what's going to happen on Wednesday. There shouldn't be too many surprises. I do think it won't be a Wednesday announcement, but I think Florida's sitting in a good place with LJ's teammate, Zay Mincy. I think Florida's sitting in a good place with Gregory Smith down in Tampa. So there won't be too many surprises, but there should be some things that might make you raise your eyebrows.
If we swap out Zay Mincy for, they don't even play the same position, but just from a defensive back standpoint, we swap those out, Zay Mincy for Xavier Filsaime.
I think Xavier Filsaime is a 5-star athlete. I think he would have taken time to be ready to play at this level in terms of safety. I don't know that he's plug and play. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's just my opinion. Like he hits really hard. I just think he's a better athlete than he is a safety right now. You can say that about a lot of 18-year-olds. I'm not trying to carry Florida's water and be like, oh, they didn't need him anyway. Like it's going to hurt your class ranking, overall class ranking.
And he's been in the class for a long time. Yeah.
And when I say that he's a better athlete than safety, like he's an elite athlete, like top 1% across the country, that kind of elite athlete.
Yes, it's tough to plug and play at safety. I don't care who you are. That's a tough position to play at the next level, especially in the SEC. This is a lot to know. Scheme wise, there's a lot of alignment that you may have to do from that position as well, depending on what scheme you're in. So regardless, it's going to be a miss. I like his athleticism, from that spot, but you lose some, you gain some. We'll see how everything plays out. I do like the Gregory Smith kid. He's coming in 6'4", also a safety. I don't expect those guys to come in and do a lot immediately. Jordan Castell did, and we seen him struggle. And that was just from a lack of good bodies at the position. But it's not ideal to want to see a true freshman play safety in the SEC. You turn into barbecue sauce real quick like that.
Yeah, so those are some nuggets there. We just talked about Xavier. Darius Hayes did visit Miami. We'll see, right? He's been committed to the Gators for a long, long time. Obviously, you don't want to see him go out to Miami the week before. I know that there's a lot of people that are trending towards Miami, but obviously he stayed committed for a long time. So it's just a matter of what happens over the next few days. But Miami is certainly sitting probably in the driver's seat right now for Darius Hayes.
Yeah.
Amaris Williams is a defensive lineman that has just about been on the fringe of that commit list for a few months now. He visited, I know Auburn's very heavily involved with him. I know that Amaris Williams and Florida, obviously very, very close. Florida's trying to push to the very, very end. I know Keith Niebuhr threw an RPM pick for him to go over to Auburn. But again, we'll see. Right, there's a lot that can happen over the next 3 days.
Say what? It depends on who you're talking to.
He's listed as a corner, but
I think he wants to play corner. If I'm not,
he wants to play corner. So that's the other thing too. Like I get like fans wanting like, hey, what is this? What is this? But like if I tell you, or if I were to say, hey, Florida wants him as a safety, and then that starts getting out there, well, Florida might be telling him, yeah, man, corner's cool.
But they can't even play those games no more. Like you can't.
You can to get the signature, and then they
bounce. Like there's no penalty. Like you got to be honest with kids, and if the kid's saying he want to play corner, like I don't care what these websites or what Florida's saying. If he's saying he want to play corner, he come here to play corner, then that's what it is, because you can't hold him hostage to a scholarship anymore. He could bounce.
Yep.
And then
we wanted Kamari Wilson at linebacker, right? How'd that work out? He's an Arizona State vibe.
There you go.
That's for sure.
Same thing with Donovan McMillan.
Like you just can't do that no more.
Wanted him at linebacker, and he's playing safety at Pitt with like 100 tackles.
Welcome to 2024, I would say already. Let's just go ahead and fast forward a little bit.
And then Xavier Grimsley is the other name. He was obviously very tight with Corey Raymond. Still visited the University of Florida recently, but is probably going to stay committed to Alabama. Running back Jordan Baugh is another name that Gator fans are familiar with, committed to Arkansas, visited Alabama this past weekend, has also visited the University of Florida. I know that there's some confidence that the Gators might be able to get that flip, but until that day happens, we will just keep that as a question mark next to his name. But certainly with the loss of ETN, who are you guys surprised hasn't committed somewhere yet?
I mean, the teams he's probably looking at in the playoffs, vibing. He just getting these numbers right. Save your money, get the collectives to get all their coins together. If I could go to Georgia, I think it was Georgia, LSU is the options right now. Yeah. Auburn's in that mix. I don't know why Auburn would make sense, but I think it's Georgia, LSU.
Yeah. Yep. So that's where we sit going into early National Signing Day. Let's see. Let me just get the most up-to-date rankings. I'm like 99% positive the Gators rank 5th in the team rankings, right behind Florida State. But let me just get the most updated. Yep. So we have Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, Florida State, Florida, Texas, Oregon, Oklahoma, Miami, and Notre Dame as of 11:37 on Monday.
SEC flavor, especially when you add in OU and Texas.
Yeah, and they'll be in the team or in the conference next year. So that's 3 of the top 5, 4, 5. So 5 of the top 10, 6 of the top 10. Pardon me.
Grimsley put out a
LSU,
story.
Tennessee at 11, 12, and 13. Yeah. Texas A&M at 15. So of the top 15, about 10 schools in there.
And I miss it. You mentioned Grimsley. I think he put out a story, with Bama Online, our Alabama site, saying he's done, which is weird. He said, I'm home.
A lot of people have said that.
Tampa.
Darius Hayes has said that he's been home no less than 21 times already. So a lot can change over the next few days, especially NIL money, right? You lose somebody that you've bookmarked that money for. Beyond buying Nick Azurtek, you can maybe give these guys some of that money too. So we'll see how it happens and what happens on Wednesday. This is your yearly reminder or bi-yearly reminder. Don't tweet at recruits. It's their decision, not yours. And they will make the decision that they feel is best for them. If they choose not to go to your school, it's not personal. They don't hate you specifically. But don't give them a reason either to hate you specifically. So just be normal, be cordial, know that these are 17 and 18-year-olds, and that's all the decision. This is their decision, the decision that they choose to live with. So
and if your normal is tweeting at recruits, be abnormal, please.
Yes, be abnormal. So I know there's some questions. Sorry, Silk. I know there's some questions. Nick, defensive line coach, other coaching changes. Again, I'm going to preface before you talk is the NFL season's still going on. There's a lot of coaches that still have obligations to their team through bowl season as well. But Nick, do we have any updates on any potential coaching changes?
No, nothing yet.
Okay, nothing yet. So we will see.
I mean, Hoop shit has been on a tear, man. So the Ed Orgeron just may pop back up, fellas. Let's start that back up. Why not?
No.
Hoop Shiz has been posting. I know the Twitter's a buzz about who he is.
Who they are.
Who they are. I believe it's a guy, but I don't know their pronouns correct. So who they are. I know that he posted a lot, and if that's who you want to get your information from, then he's available.
Who she's like 99% from the field right now, baby.
No, stop that. No way. That's not 99%. No way.
99% from the field, bro.
No shot.
So Will Harris was announced. Hoop Shiz tweeted right before when his name was already out there that he was going to be the linebacker. I'm not going to hate on the guy. He might be plugged in. So Ed Orgeron is going to be the defensive line coach, according to him. So
that's a gigantic miss. That's a game.
It's not a miss. It's not a miss.
It's a miss.
Ed Orgeron
it's a miss.
It's
a miss.
Yeah, until he definitively says that he's not in. I'm going to say Hoop Shiz has got it right. Hoop Shiz.
Until proven otherwise, Hoop Shiz is right now 100% from the field.
Yeah, 100% for the field.
100% I hate it here. I hate it here.
All right, gentlemen. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in and listening. Big show today.
No, I don't think Orgeron is coming. Tawan's about to lose his mind. Silkwood start that crap again. No, I don't think Orgeron is coming. It's just funny, man. You gotta enjoy yourself a little bit.
All right. I hate it here.
So Connor Ferguson said Nick is mad. Hoop Shiz is taking his spot. I agree. And then Harrison, letting everybody know the cat's out of the bag. I am Hoop Shiz.
Yeah, that's why I gotta support my friends.
Sorry,
support my friends, man.
Yeah,
Hoopshiz.com on the way, man, for all your recruiting updates.
Hoop Shiz also did say that Xavier Filsaime is staying with the
I like Hoop Shiz. Hoop Shiz for fucking